The ugly and fat slurs from The View are literally coming for your rights, your gun rights, to be precise, to be exactamundo. And yes, I had to say slurs because like within the first minute or two on YouTube videos, like they'll get demonetized if you use swear words. So slurs, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? Or at least maybe want to be slurs because they're so ugly and fat and just undesirable and unsufferable that it's like, who wants to sleep with them? I don't know. I don't know. There's plenty of simps in the world. Anyways, thank you so much for being patient with me. I've been sick. We're in the process of moving to a new house. So thank you so much. Getting back to posting 2 videos every single day. So subscribe, like, and let's get into it.
These stories are really hard to do, but we
just prepare yourselves for the politicize. Like that's a hard word to say. Okay, the politicization. Oh my gosh, the politicization. I can't. They're gonna, politicize a tragedy. Here we go. As one of like Obama's advisors or someone once said, never let a tragedy go to waste. That's precisely what you're about to witness right here.
We have to do them because it's what's going on, but it's tough. That's why I wanted to start with something that uplifted and brought a smile. Because as millions of children head back to class here in America, we are already mourning a school shooting tragedy. Yesterday, a 14-year-old suspected gunman killed 2 students, 2 teachers, and wounded 9 others with an...
Yes, obviously, prayers for these families and the loved ones. I mean, that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking.
AR-style gun at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia. Now, both presidential candidates spoke about it on the campaign trail yesterday. Take a look.
It's just outrageous that every day in our country, in the United States of America, that parents have to send their children to school worried about whether or not their child will come home alive. It's senseless. It is, we've got to stop it. And we have to end this epidemic of gun violence in our country once and for all. You know, it doesn't have to be this way.
It's a sick and angry world for a lot of reasons. And we're going to make it better. We're going to heal our world. We're going to get rid of all these wars that are starting all over the place because of incompetent American leadership. And we're going to make it better.
Talk about a digression. He went from the school shooting to wars. What is the guy? He's losing it.
Yeah. Trump's the one losing it, bitch, even though you're the one that is pro Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden's clearly senile and can't walk up a flight of stairs, and Kamala Harris can't do anything right unless she's using her throat. So yeah, shut up. Shut up, you bird-looking ass bitch.
I mean, I'm not even sure how to pose this question, but, does it feel like one of these folks is ready for the job and one of these folks is not sure what the hell is going on?
Can I show a clip from February of Donald Trump? He was talking to the NRA. Now you'll see which one you should vote for on this particular topic. Watch this.
Okay.
During my 4 years, nothing happened, and there was great pressure on me having to do with guns. We did nothing.
We did nothing. Nisht. Nada.
It's also,
Niente.
it's also not even true because he did sign a law banning bump stocks, which
So
was
he's
then
lying
reversed
about
by the Supreme
himself?
Court. Yeah, that wasn't even accurate.
He probably didn't remember.
It always
He can't
feels,
keep his lies straight.
it feels weird to talk politics in light of a tragedy, but we're in a political season, and voting and getting the right candidates is how you solve issues like mass shootings, which are so unique to this country. Listen, it is a universal fear, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, to send your kids to school and think that they might be a victim of a school shooting. There are ways to address it, and the key is that candidates make clear they are not coming for safe, lawful, legal gun owners who are never going to use that firearm to pose harm to someone else. But they are going to address the issues that the vast majority of Americans support. 87% support background checks, 80% support red flag laws, 77% support waiting periods.
How many people support getting rid of AR-15s?
I don't have that in front of me, but Pennsylvania...
Because it's not enough, right? Red flag laws, all these different things that are quite literally unconstitutional grabs at our rights. No, that's not enough. We need to ban AR-15s, which does the bitch even know what that is? Probably not.
Pennsylvania, the critical must-win swing state of Pennsylvania, 40% of adults own guns in that state. The Second Amendment is in their DNA. So you have to be able to talk about solutions that makes very clear you are not coming to take legal, lawful gun owners.
But that's what they are doing. Precisely, bitch.
Coming to address people who might cause a harm to themselves. And by the way, you can't separate the mental health aspect of this. A 14-year-old shooting up a school is not normal. That is not somebody who is well. He could have posed a harm to himself. So we have to address both of those crises.
But don't the Republicans keep knocking down mental health measures all the time?
And I'm not saying that the party's handling it. Who I do point to is Chris Murphy and Tom Tillis, who came together and did sweeping reforms, but it's not enough. You have to address both.
Well, it's such a divisive system. On the mental health thing, though, because I say this every time we talk about this. People that suffer from mental health illnesses are 10 times more likely to be the victims of crime, violent crimes, than they are to commit it. So I'm not saying that there isn't a mental health problem here, but that seems to be the first thing that we jump to, right? Mental health. When really
I talked about guns first.
When I'm not talking about you personally, I'm talking about the country. And so the common denominator, though, there's mental health all around the world. But we seem to be the only country that has 14-year-olds killing people.
Do you think they're not nuts in New Zealand? They're crazy there, too, right?
So it's really about, I think, getting rid of these assault rifles. I think it's getting rid of high-capacity magazines. And if you look at
see them just like grabbing onto this opportunity to take away our guns and our rights. Gosh, I hate these bitches. I really do.
The DNC platform, and if you listen to what they were saying during the DNC, they want to ban assault weapons. They want to ban high-capacity magazines. They want to end the gun industry's immunity from liability, which I think is really important, because if your kid gets killed, you can't even sue the gun owners. You know, they want to increase funding to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and most importantly, I think the gun violence epidemic has been deemed to be a public health issue. And so that's where the money will come from. The money will come from the CDC and the National Institutes of Health. So there is a way to fund gun violence research.
But the number one death of children in this country is school violence.
What about abortion, bitch? What about abortion?
Gun violence is the number one thing, but this is
not abortion, right? Oh my gosh, I hate women. I hate them.
Such a divisive issue when it comes to removing a gun, although I agree we shouldn't have these types of rifles. But if you keep bumping into that same wall, there's no progress made. And as Michelle Obama said in the DNC speech, if you see something, don't sit around and complain about it. Get something done. Because another thing this Georgia school said, thank you, Georgia has an F in gun safety laws. That's obviously the worst you can get. A child in Georgia should not be deemed less worthy of safe laws and responsible gun laws. And one of the things, in addition to the things you guys have said, is there was a technology called Centegix that the Georgia had just implemented a week before, where teachers will have, rather than arming them with weapons, a button that gives geolocation, and that is why the law enforcement was there so fast.
Sarah, it's the guns.
I know, but it's
hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. This happened yesterday. Can we just right now, we'll talk about it more, but right now, our hearts are with those families.
Right, but I mean, the entire segment was you guys coming after gun rights. Anyways, I hope that didn't make your blood boil as much as it made mine boil, but it did. I hate these women. I just can't stand it. I can't stand them. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.